Hello YouTube, welcome back for part 3 of the X-Wing build. One thing I mentioned earlier in one of my videos, I'm not sure which, was that I did have some skinny sticks that I purchased that were holding up and working fairly well. So I went back to Hobby Lobby, and their Alpha abrasives skinny sticks are holding up for me fairly well. At least the white ones are. Haven't tried these blue ones yet. We'll see how they hold up. But the white Alpha abrasives seem to be holding up better than some of the national brand sanding sticks. So there you go. So we're back, and the model's back. We left off after we had put together most of it. We still have a little bit to do in the diorama. A couple spare parts of it we're not going to use. And of course, stickers and decals, which we'll have to leave for later. So we're on to part 9, which is building the droid. There is the droid. So why are there two? Okay, so we have an option to build either a round-headed Astro Droid or a square-headed older model one. I think we're going to build the R2-D2 version. But there is plastic on here for either version, depending on which one you want to build. Oh, and there's actually enough plastic here maybe to build, yeah, there is, at least one extra droid as well. So maybe we'll build one of each. So the droid bodies are on the B sprues. There's everything that you need on the B sprue. It's actually kind of cool. Let's get some legs off here. So I'll wait to which one we should build. Decisions. We need to build one Astro Droid to go in, which I think I want to do R2-D2 style. And I wonder if when you assemble them, if he fits with his legs on and extended in the shuttle. Well, the easiest way to find out if it will work is to build one. So let's find out. Snap him together. Put on a little head. Maybe we'll put on the little head. Hopefully we'll put on the little head. There we go. Legs back. See if I get the head on the right direction at least. Here it is, the little bump. There it is. Oh, it's pretty close to on right. No, it was on right by accident. So there you go. Our little R2-D2. Can you even see him? Not really. There, R2-D2. In miniature. Let's see if he will fit in here with his legs on. So it says I got to take the back off to put him in. So I'll take the back off, slide this thing back. Let's see which way is forward. Yep, he fits in there with his legs on. So we will be leaving the legs on. And I'll build the other style with a square head for the one that's not inside the ship. Snip off the legs. Do-da-do-do-do-do. Everybody loves watching me cut stuff off sprues. Actually, I know what you're doing. Is you're cheering for me to drop it so you get some action. It's kind of like reality TV where everybody sits around to see who gets in the next fight. Everybody's watching, sitting around watching, waiting for me to make a mistake, drop a part on the floor, you know, that kind of stuff. Because that makes good TV, right? No, I know you guys are nicer than that. Why do I have an extra engine? Speaking of mistakes. Huh. Okay, I give. I don't understand. I have 4 engines on here, and yet I have 1 more thruster on here. How I achieved this physical impossibility, science will never know. What in the world? I've got no clue how that's possible. Okay, I'm pretty sure now that there are little gremlins in my office. It's the only explanation is there's little gremlins in my office and they've been coming and they've been taking and adding parts. Because you saw it there. I mean, there are 4 engine thrusters on the back of that ship. And there are 4 mold spots for engine thrusters on the molds, and there's still one of those engine thrusters right there. Maybe the X-Files will hear about it, and put out a bounty or something. I don't know. Could be a Doctor Who conspiracy. But I'm going with gremlins. And there is our square-headed buddy. Woo! Focus. I know what I want you to focus on is teeny tiny. Now, hopefully you can sort of see. It is a square R2. Actually, it's not an R2 at that point. I don't know what it is. But it's a model of Astro Droid. And it's ready to go. Okay, so that is step 9. On to step 10, in which we put the extra engine cowlings on. I guess that's what they are. It's engine cowlings. They look like engine cowlings. They cover up the engine. That's what engine cowling does. So, how should I finish this, guys? Should I paint it? Should I weather it? Should I put lines on it with a pen? What's your favorite technique for science fiction? I'm open to suggestions because this would be the first one I've done. Okay, do I even have the right parts? Yeah, I got the right parts. Okay, I see a little area there. Okay, that part goes forward according to the drawing. Try putting it on. How does it look on the other side of the ship? Different. Great. Well, regardless of what the drawing say, there's only one spot it can snap. It's got to go right there, just like that. It's the only one way these pieces go in. Okay. It's interesting that the cowlings on the bottom are different than the cowlings on the top. Who knew Apparently at this point we're supposed to open the wings up. Although in the next picture it shows the wings back close together. Don't ask. We don't know the answer. Okay, we need part A12. We're running out of parts. A12, there it is. So a little bitty hatch that goes on the bottom. There's a lot of parts in this kit, but the finishing time on them is nothing. Nothing. Okay. Put the model the way the picture is. Look at the little part. Do not know why they want me to put it like that, but that is how it will go. Hopefully all will be explained. No, maybe I will put it in there that way. Maybe I won't get to put it in at all. Come on. That would be a good one, that if you have somebody with little fingers around, recruit them. It's kind of a small spot for them to go into. Okay, next for some landing gear. I'm going to close the model. Now I'm confused. Ooh, I see. So we can either have these on and have the landing gear up in a flight mode, in which case we'd put an extra piece on here to have it in flight, or we can have the landing gear down and have all of the doors open. I'm going to take these off, and we're going to go for having it sitting on the ground. Because we can. That's why. So A3 and A15 is the front landing gear. There's one piece of it. Where is 15? This is some big landing gear for something this size. Why it needs such big landing gear. Anyone out there can tell me why it needs such big landing gear? Leave a comment. Maybe because it has, they knew that somebody was going to try and land one in the swamp, and they're hoping you want to sink. Got news for the designers. It didn't work. Okay. Put this in here, like so. And go to our C-sprues, and we get the landing gear off of them, one per. No, I'm not going to do a diorama of this half sunk in a swamp. So that was your idea to suggest. Vetoed right here. And what I just realized, I could have entered this in the high-speed contest. Tactical jackalopes running, except for the fact that I started it like just a few days too early. Ooh, well, that's all right. We have something else planned for that, assuming I get to it. That may be a big assumption. Who knows? I sure don't. Get another C-sprue. Get some more landing gear. Put them on. Zippity-doo-dah, zippity-day. So how do you guys come up with something to talk about for hours on end? This I would like to know. There's all these people out there, and they watch your video, and they expect you to talk on your video about something, sound intelligent, while you're working on a model. And not only do they expect you to do this a little bit, but you know, we've come to expect that the people we watch talk continuously. And for those of you that know me, I don't talk continuously. So I don't know what you talk about for hours on end while doing videos. So somebody please inform me, because I watched hours and hours of videos, but I don't know what they talk about for hours. Clearly something, because I sat through them. But I couldn't tell you what it is. So, what did I do in between videos, you ask? Good question, Jewel. I'm glad to tell you. I went to Home Depot, to Lowe's, and I got some stuff so that I could upgrade my spray paint, my spray situation. I got a new stand for my guns, my spray guns. It's over there. And I got a whip. That's what it's called, a little hose that goes between the compressor and the regulator, so that I can move the regulator up, so it's now on the spray gun stand. So the regulator is right next to the bench, and so is the air dial. Hopefully that'll make that a little easier to deal with. So I did that. What else did I do? I cleaned up my office. I went to the automotive store and bought some window screen cleaner. So I call it in England, window washer fluid in the United States. To mix up some more, to try it out in my airbrush thinner cleaner. See how that goes, because I've not tried that before. My airbrush thinner cleaner. Right now I'm just using alcohol and water. I got some sandpaper while I was out. Yep. And then, here's the part that I bet none of you guys might have done some of the other things I did, but I bet none of you went up to a hay shed and helped your wife roll a bale of hay down for the goats. Did that too. In fact, that is where she is now, out feeding the birds, all the chickens and the guinea fowl and the ducks. She's probably feeding some horses too. There's a couple of them that get grain. But I spent a good while flipping a hay bale, round hay bale over on its side so it was on the round side, and rolling it. That's a lot of work. Even with two people, that's a lot of work. So that was my adventure for while I was away from you guys. Came back here so I could sit in a chair for a little while and do something else. And William is in the living room watching A Bug's Life, because it's a Saturday, Sunday. Daddy wants a little peace and quiet to do this, and that will make him sit still for a little while. And then we'll get done with this, and he'll be done watching that, and then we will probably end up building Legos. because Grandma bought him Legos. Because he doesn't have enough. Well, probably doesn't if you ask him. He really, 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 really likes her Legos. So she bought him a 3-in-1 Lego. And yesterday night we built a plane out of it. At Grandma's house. And then this morning I got up. I came in here. I was all ready to go. Do something. Just got all my morning stuff gone. I come in here, got my clothes on and all that good stuff. I come in here, and my whole workbench, the whole thing, is covered in Lego parts. He had taken the airplane apart and spread them up liberally over my bench, so that Daddy could help him make a boat out of his Lego. Apparently, according to my wife, he was up at 6 o'clock this morning. Wanted her to do it, and she told him no, that he was going to do that with Daddy, and so he decided to get ready to go. So he came in here and spread them all over his bench, which was all right with me. I even decided I'd help him with it. I helped him do a little of the last things that needed to be taken apart from the plane to get ready to build the boat. And then his new favorite show came on, and he heard it from the living room and disappeared. And then we didn't see him again for the whole fiasco of losing the seat for this thing and trying to find it and all that yada yada yada. So that's kind of how my day is gone. So there you go. That would be a completed X-Wing from start to finish. I am going to build a stand, not because I'm going to use it, because this one happens to have its landing gear down, so you don't need to use the stand, but just because the stand's there, and be kind of cool to do it. And I guess we can also build the little thing where the plasma torpedoes are going down the chute. And then I'll take it apart and I'll put those pieces back in the box. Because I don't think I'm going to use it. But it's a pretty cool, actually pretty cool piece of terrain. Really looks like a chunk of Death Star or something. Oh man, it's even got a swivel. A 2-part swivel, maybe? Oh, maybe the pieces go together. I don't know. Well, I'm going to take the pieces off and see how they operate. Maybe we'll be able to figure it out from that. And either it's very windy outside, or there's elephants running around on my roof. Your guess is as good as mine. But we have a winter weather advisory, and we might even get snow here tomorrow. So they're saying. Let's see. So there's little index marks on this, and you can slide it in, angle your chip forward or backwards, or whichever way you want to angle it. And then, so that's one piece. And then this goes in, and you can angle it. So it's square, or off the side like he's coming in for a dive run or something, right? So you can angle it like that, for example. There, you can see it better like that, or you can angle it like that, angle it like that, you can angle it like that. Little thingy there lets you angle it. So I figured that out. Then they have this little piece here. The only thing I can figure is that if you don't want to make this into a base, this little piece can go in here and you'll have a little bit of a train thing. So we're going to try that next. So that's what it looks like in the directions. That was strange. That was really odd. Oh, it broke in the thick part, not the thin part, but the thick part of the sprue. Just fell apart. Yes, indeed. That is an option. If you don't want to use this as a stand, they have a block that goes in where the stand goes and covers up the hole. Imagine that. So now it's just a piece of terrain. Well, the wonders never cease. Let me get that out there and clean it up just a teeny tiny bit, because I'm not going to use it as a stand, so I might as well build it as a piece of terrain. Although what I'm going to do with a piece of terrain, I don't know. There was something else on here that was sticking out a little bit, wasn't it? I don't know. Anyway, it definitely goes in there. So now that you know all about my day, how about your day? What have you been doing today? Have you been modeling? Sitting around the house watching NFL? I don't know. What's on TV today? I guess the Super Bowl was last week or recently here. Tells you how much I watched the Super Bowl. So, no, you won't be watching the NFL. You might be watching hockey. And there might be some stuff going on in Daytona because next week NASCAR starts. If you're in the UK, who knows what's on television right now, or the rest of Europe. I just don't know. What you should be doing is modeling, not watching some Yahoo yibber yabber while he builds a model. That Yahoo's clearly run out of things to say and has gone on to just talking about random jibber jabber. Like what you might be watching on TV. Like you're watching TV when you're watching this. Sure. That makes a great deal of sense. Oh my. That's what that little piece is for. How interesting. These two little pieces connect together. I thought they were just two squares of terrain, but no, they actually connect together. And not only do they connect together, but you can connect them together two different ways. There's, well, no, probably four ways. Four little pieces. Maybe they'll make a whole set of interconnected things you can like put the models together. That would be kind of cool. So see, you clip the two pieces of terrain together, and you have one piece of terrain. And if you have it set up as a model, you can have your X-Wing flying here with your hole here. And then, to complete the picture, they have these things. Plasma torpedoes. Or a Star Trek fan, I guess they could be photon torpedoes, but they're plasma torpedoes, I'm pretty sure. Come on, get out there. You know you want to do it. This clear pink plastic is kind of interesting. It's a little softer. This is not your grandpa's injection molding. and I got one piece left on the sprue, which is the covered plate for the front if I want to have the landing gear up. So just shave that a little bit so that white fractured looking chunk goes away and it's all clear. There we go. And this snaps into this little thingy right here. Well, or maybe it just sits there because it doesn't appear to have anything holding it. I guess I could glue it, but I'm not going to glue it because I think this looks kind of silly. You have your little torpedo things. Going in something like that. Somebody out there thinks that's pretty cool. I think it's kind of cheesy, but there you go. Stick my finger in there from the side. And that, ladies and gentlemen, is 2 plasma torpedoes going into the hole in the Death Star at the end of the trench run. And it just fell off. And now it's going in the box. Because I'm not going to have it set up that way. Poor model. So, I've done building it. Now I have to think about colors, decaling and weathering and all that kind of stuff. I could make it right off the assembly line X-Wing, just put the decals on and leave it that way. I could weather it, I could paint it and weather it. I'm not sure. I've done some research. I looked at some pictures. I need to look at a bunch more pictures. Maybe I need to go watch some movies. I don't know. And figure out just exactly what I'm going to do with it. But if you have any ideas, leave them in the comments. As always, thank you for watching. If you haven't pushed the subscribe button and you're interested, please do. It's right down there. And we'll talk to you again sometime soon. Bye-bye.